Mamma mia, here we go again. My. Another HorrorHound Weekend recap. But I'm gonna do something a little more interesting. I'm gonna go into this weekend with certain goals I must achieve, or else I will shave my head. Yep, I'll do it. And I look terrible bald. Goal number 1, find a weird, obscure horror movie. It really shouldn't be that hard. Goal number 2, have my fun-size co-star, Jane Levy, sign my fun-size poster. That's right, I was in this movie Fun Size. Goal number 3, ask Lauren Lavera out on a date. I'm gonna shoot my shot. And goal number 4, make some new friends. That's why we're all here, right?
So here I am once again at HorrorHound, and I have clear goals to finish this weekend. And if I don't finish these goals, things are going to look very bad for me. Let's hope it doesn't. Let's go in. How's it going? I'm just talking to myself.
Now before we continue, let me give you an update on The Climb. If you're new and not sure what The Climb is, it's an agreement between AEW superstar Kip Sabian and myself, where if I can surpass him in YouTube subscribers, he will have dinner with me at my favorite restaurant, the Rainforest Cafe. Since launching The Climb back in December, we have doubled the amount of subscribers, but we're still pretty far from surpassing Kip. So if you're not subscribed, please do so. So together, you and I, we can beat Kip Sabian, and he will have a nice dinner with me at the Rainforest Cafe. Hashtag Mark and Kip share safari fries. Now back to the video.
Welcome to HorrorHound Weekend.
Here I am. I'm live at HorrorHound. Sorry. I just said sorry to a dummy.
I'm at HorrorHound no longer than 5 minutes when I run into
Ate my money for a monster.
Stuart fucking Guy.
What's up, guys?
That's right, the GOAT of security, Stuart A. Guy. Spam the comments with Stuart Guy is the GOAT.
I'm here with Lenora from Midnight Rental.
Hello.
So,
Attention HorrorHound guests. The Henry Winkler panel will be starting in 15 minutes. If you'd like to attend the Henry Winkler panel, please make your way to Northern Lights Ballroom 8.
you want to go to the Henry Winkler panel?
I kind of want to go to the Henry Winkler panel, and thankfully I met Henry Winkler today just in the hallway. He was carrying a cup of coffee.
Okay.
So it cost me $0 to meet Henry Winkler, but I do kind of want to go to the panel.
Just being there always puts me in a good mood. So each year, I always look forward to this convention. I'm walking through the convention and the first guest I meet is Antonella Rose. You know, Gabby, the badass little girl from Terrifier 3. She was super cool. She signed my Art the Clown mask. Next up, I meet one of my favorite directors, Ty West. And it was pretty cool because he didn't have like a really long line, so I got to just sit there and shoot the shit and talk shop with him. We got to talk about the making of X and Pearl and Maxine. He was also really cool about doing the stupid X pose I wanted to do. Next up, star of Fun Size, Jane Levy. Now, if you don't know, about 15 years ago, this little movie was shot in Cleveland called Fun Size. At this point, I was in film school and I was doing everything I can to get onto offset someone. And I managed somehow to get an extra role on Fun Size. I told her the story of like, hey, you remember this movie Fun Size you were on? So was I. I even photobombed this cast photo of you guys. So then she was just like, oh, good to see you again. And then I got her to sign my Fun Size poster, which is the first check of my goal. So if you ever see me at a convention and you have your Fun Size poster, I'll sign it for you. If you've never gone to a convention before, you're in lines kind of a lot. So to pass the time, you just talk to people. And that honestly is one of my favorite things about going to conventions.
So what is your favorite scary movie?
Well, mine's a deep cut. It's a movie called Nightbreed from the 80s, Clive Barker.
Oh, favorite scary movie? That's a good question.
It would be Jaws.
Right now, I would say Terrifier 3.
Friday the 13th, Part 6, Jason Lives.
Halloween was the first movie that made me not sleep.
Oh, so it's not really scary, but I love Trick or Treat. My favorite.
But because I can't ever pick one, it's like a rotating top three. House of the Devil is another favorite of mine.
Ty West?
Ty West.
I just met him today.
Scream, by far. Friday the 13th.
It was so well done and so period accurate. I thought it was a movie that had escaped my radar, and that it was from 1984, and that's the best compliment I could give Ty West, is like, you faked me out.
He's such a cutie, you know, with his little candy and killing people with it.
Then it was time to meet Spencer Charnas from Ice Nine Kills, one of my favorite bands. He was doing the Hip to Be Scared photo op where he was dressed as Patrick Bateman from American Psycho.
You get sucked into 2 different horror movies, one you live in and one you die in. What are your choices?
Ooh, one I live in. I'm going to say It, because Pennywise eats children and I am a grown man.
One I live in is the house from Hellraiser.
I would live through a Friday the 13th movie.
And if you're going to live, you want to live in the most badass way possible.
Exactly.
Probably Get Out.
I would live through any of them that weren't in space.
Nightmare on Elm Street, Die In, Scream.
Die is definitely Jaws.
One I die in is easy, Cabin in the Woods.
The Omen.
I want to get killed by the mermaid.
When I die, I would have to say Nightmare on Elm Street, yes.
I'll do the whole "It's all for you, Damien," then jump off and hang myself. Yeah.
Terrifier Where I Die.
I feel like Art the Clown would come up with a really creative way to kill me, so if I'm gonna go out, it might as well be at the hands of a creative genius.
You want the big kill.
Yeah, give me the bathroom scene.
Oh, another one of my favorite things about horror conventions are the cosplays.
She looks amazing. Oh my god. Hello.
I want a date. I got money.
Oh my god, you look amazing.
I'm looking for some action.
Yes. We're doing it. I love it. Sorry. You can't not point that out.
Yeah. I have the patch right there.
Yes.
She once gave me a piece of cake, and it was pretty awesome.
Wait.
Patty Mullen gave me a piece of cake.
These are always great to see. I run into an Art the Clown and he just starts sawing my body in half. This guy cosplayed as Corey Taylor from Slipknot. This plant guy was scaring the shit out of everybody walking by. John Carver from Thanksgiving. This like metal as fuck Art the Clown. Another Art the Clown. Yeah, this guy dressed up as Mickey Mouse from Steamboat Willie.
Came here to chew bubblegum and kick ass. And I'm all out of bubblegum.
Dude, the Dark Crystal cosplays were insane. And then there was a Santa Art the Clown. I don't know. Something about a clown wearing a Santa suit is kind of appealing to me. Next up, I met Amelia McLean, you know, the pale girl from Terrifier 2. So I told her the story about how one time I was at my aunt's house and her boyfriend was flipping through the TV and Terrifier 2 popped up on the on-demand section. Made it to the pale girl's intro into the movie. You know, the one where she shits all over the floor? And then he immediately goes, yeah, we're not fucking watching this. And then after that, I ran into Phil Falcone, the producer of the Terrifier movies. And this guy had tons of great stories from set. And then I went ahead and met Vicky herself, Samantha Scafidi from all 3 Terrifier movies. And she was so nice. All of this was in preparation to knock off the next goal on my list. So I'm trying to build up steam and confidence to finally ask Lauren Rivera out on a date.
Who is your horror movie crush?
Danielle Harris.
Probably Mila Jovovich.
Barbara Crampton.
Melissa Barrera.
Oh, the boogeyman!
When I interviewed the Terrifier gang last year, and I thought...
Great interview, by the way.
Oh, thank you. I thought David Howard Thornton was just an absolute sweetheart.
Neve Campbell.
Party of 5.
Yeah.
I should have said Scream. I want to say Party of 5.
I just have a nice, pleasant crush on David Howard Thornton because he seems like such a genuinely good person.
I'm going to say it's a tie between Danielle Harris or Lauren Rivera.
If I were to show you my answers, they would be the exact same thing.
But I'm gonna do some retail therapy first. All the vendors there sell amazing stuff. Artwork, toys, DVDs, collectibles, just tons of great stuff. This booth was selling these awesome horror mugs, so I bought one. I like Bad Boys. And on my journey, I bought Shocker on Blu-ray, People Under the Stairs, Deathgasm, and I knocked off another goal on my checklist and got Video Violence 1 and Video Violence 2. Let me know if you saw those movies before. I also picked up a Hello Mary Lou Prom Night 2 shirt. Fun fact, I was once hit on by Mary Lou Maloney herself. That's a video coming up later. Now's the time to ask out Lauren Lavera out on a date with me. She signed my mask, I got the photo op with her, and then it's time to pull the trigger.
So, I asked Lauren for a date. Yeah, she's married.
Alright, to be honest, I'm a little embarrassed, but let's just scratch that goal off the list.
Although there is Soraya, she's single. I'm gonna do it. Okay, so I asked Soraya. She was really into me, and I was doing really well. And then she shot me down. I think it's because I asked her to go to Chuck E. Cheese. Perhaps she's more of a Margaritaville gal.
But Soraya, if you ever want to go to Margaritaville, call me. But my mask is signed by the whole cast.
Can we be friends?
Man, that's a hard one, but I think so.
Yeah!
Friends! Another goal checked off. I'm making friends.
Can we be friends?
Abso-freaking-lutely, spooktacularly! Yes, we can! Are you kidding me? Oh, this guy's awesome.
Friends! 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 Friends!
Friends.
Can we be friends?
We are friends. You want to do that? I did hit my badge.
Friends.
And that was my weekend at HorrorHound. I've achieved my goals. And I don't have to shave my head. I had a fantastic time meeting cool celebrities, buying cool stuff, making tons of new friends, and I think this picture says it all. It's a picture that says it all. That's dumb, I'm sorry.